Hey, it's Aaron with Story So Far.
And Steven.
And we're here doing another episode. We're actually at the Summer Decompression 4 show. And we're here with Jeddie from Opal Hill Drive.
Greetings, salutations.
And we're just going to do a quick little interview with him. He's a busy man today, so just want to get a couple of things down with him and then let him go and get things going for the show. So, go ahead, Steven.
All right. Well, I guess everybody really would just like to know, especially if they don't know you, how'd you guys get started Opal Hill Drive?
Oh man, I've been playing, acoustic music and in bands since I was about 10 years old. And I'm a California transport. Moved into Utah in '89, did a short stint with the military. So in like '94, I just started doing some solo stuff and met up. Auditioned for a couple of bands and got turned down for this reason or that reason or whatever. Came across one of the original guitarists of what was then the Mud Puppies, and he liked my solo style and my writing, and invited me down to the jam room. And after I had to fire the original lead singer / lead guitar player due to bad attitude, we turned into the Opal Hill Drive unit, and we've gone through different arrangements, different players, but for the last 6 years, 7 years, we've had the same people, and it's really been taken off. So that's kind of how it all got started. We joke and say that they found me in a back alley. I was coming down off of a 3-week run. If you get my drift, and So yeah, they took me in, man, and I really, the band saved my life. The band, my lovely wife Lori, saved my life because at the time I was really dabbling into a bunch of powders. I'm an open book, by the way, so I'll be real with it. I'm a recovering addict from certain substances, and if it wasn't for music and the support I get from my family, I don't know if I'd even be alive to be able to give an interview. So I'm thankful.
How'd you guys come up with the name?
That's a great question. Well,
everybody's phone's going off.
Right? I'll have to call you back, Mr. Johnny Farmer. Anyways, the lead guitar player, lead singer that I had to fire eventually, and the bass player were childhood friends. There's literally photographs of them strumming on tennis rackets and beating on buckets while bouncing on beds, when they were kids. They ended up buying houses side by side to each other on Opal Hill Drive. And basically we just adopted that name because we figured, we're a blue-collar classic rock band, we're writing our own stuff, but we wanted to have that connection to Americana. So we figured Opal Hill Drive would be a great name because it's like any town USA. There's streets everywhere with people that just love music, and we're trying to do a grassroots movement and bring back classic rock style. So it just seemed to fit. That and the Opal is a musician's healing style. Everybody has hills in their life, and it just takes a little bit of drive to get where you want to go.
Nice. That's excellent. So, I guess you're kind of the organizer of this Summer Decompression. I actually listened to you guys on Thursday. So, and I know the answer to this question, but for those of us who didn't hear it, what kind of got this whole thing started? This is obviously the 4th one, and it's annual, correct?
Yeah, we do 2 shows a year up here. We do winter decompression in the end of May, beginning of June, and we do summer decompression during the Labor Day weekend. And really what got it started was there was 3 bands a long time ago, because they're old farts. That's right, Tommy, I said. But anyways, a long time ago, Tommy had a vision, the band 413 and the band Street. Key members in that band, Rob Lambros from the Street, Jesse Brooks, who now is in Yeagertown, but used to play at 413, and Tommy Love from Tommy Had a Vision. They got together and they started the process of creating what they called Rockfest. And it was the same idea, bands getting together, chipping in their money to put on a big show for the fans with no but nobody pulling the strings. It's the bands that are running the money. It's the bands that are running the media promo. It's the bands that are making the tickets, the posters, the flyers, the lanyards, everything. And they did it for quite a while. I think there was like 3 or 4 of those down at the Sandy Amphitheater and stuff like that. Things got a little bit rough for them as far as like the amphitheater down there didn't want to work with them as much, and it was a little bit harder. You couldn't have alcohol down there, beer or anything like that. And they got busy with their other projects, so the Rockfest idea started dying off. And I thought it was such a great idea because our music scene, it's so hard. It's not like we're back east. You go back to like Pennsylvania and stuff like that, you drive 3.5 hours, you're in 6 different states. So you can hit all these markets. Well, here in the West, you drive for 3.5 hours, you're still in Utah. So we as bands have to work together. There's so many great genres here. There's so many different cliques of music here. And if we work together and we can put some of these differences aside, because for a little while it was a little bit of, hey, you're not in my genre, and we're battling over who gets into what club, because there's really not a whole lot of clubs that's playing live music. Yeah. There's a few good ones, but we're all battling over the same turf, and I didn't like the attitude that it was bringing to the scene. So we incorporated Summer Decompression, Winter Decompression to bring bands together. It's a multi-genre festival. Any band, that's skilled enough, can get on the festival, and it's been great. Kids 12 and under get in free. So we're trying to make a great family environment. And, but yeah, we got to tip our hats to the original guys that started the idea and giving me the go ahead and keep running with it. And making it our own. So.
Well, let's go back to your guys' band. You guys already have 1 CD out.
This will be our 3rd that we're releasing soon. We have we have a CD out called Below Zero, and that came out in 2002. And then in 2006, we released self-titled Opal Hill Drive. And then I was planning on releasing it today, but we had some logistical issues with graphics and stuff like that. So our new album, Tales from the Bible Belt, which is technically released on the digital side, has a physical release date in the next couple of weeks. So we're going to be doing a big CD release party. I'm not sure where we're going to do that at yet, but I was hoping to do it here. But yeah, we've been in the scene and churning out music. And by the way, if you're a local band, check out Bruce Kirby at Boho Digitalia. You can find him on Facebook. You can look him up in the Yellow Pages. Great sound engineer, great recording studio. He's done most of our stuff, so I highly recommend it.
Well, I noticed on your guys' I think it's your Reverb Nation account, that you've got songs that say version 2, version 3.
Right.
I think it's cool that you guys have different versions. Do you play all 3 different versions, or 2 different versions, or are these just updated versions of the original?
Right. What it was is, I really believe in connecting with the fans and bringing them into the experience. So as we recorded this new album, instead of being all secretive and only letting them hear it when it was perfected, I did different versions as we went along in the studio to just let them know, hey, this is where we're at. Check out this version. We're going to be adding more to it. We're going to be changing it. But I wanted to include them in that whole recording process so they could actually watch the songs mold into what the final release is. I don't think anybody's really done that very much. You know what I mean? And we're, like I said, we're really family oriented in my band. My drummer, Drew Gilbert, and his daughter, Maddie Gilbert, is a singer. We got Jason Dowell on lead guitar, Doug Toman on drums, and I, of course, do acoustic guitar and vocals. But we, all of our fans have kids, and so we're very family oriented and local oriented. So to do all this and be able to help local vendors, local publications and news rags, and it's what we're all about. Hopefully we're growing, and today will prove that.
Well, definitely, yeah. You know, we're definitely new to doing this type of thing. Our show before now has just basically been us goofing off. But, we've decided to move in that direction of supporting the local music scene. So we're definitely starting to help along Maverick since we are going. We interviewed them before their first concert, met with them, and we thought, that's really cool way to go. And so let's move that direction. So we're definitely all about that too, about helping promote everybody. So you'll definitely probably start seeing us around a lot more.
Well, that'd be cool, man. We need all the help. We need all the help we can get. 'Cause if we all work together and make a big noise, then the industry will work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's one of the designs of this. I mean, if they learn, if the people that fund big shows and organize big shows learn that, hey, there's just a bunch of bands putting their money together to put on a big show, and we start getting thousands in attendance, they're going to start looking at what we're doing and taking us a little bit more serious because we're doing it without them.
Exactly.
And we'll be able to call more shots. Be like, no, we don't really need you, but if you want to help, we can. And it's working out so far. We got the organizers from Country Explosion and Rock Explosion. They're the ones that are bringing in enough songs. Our national act headliner, they've got 19 albums out, 3 chart-topping songs, So it's going to be a lot of fun. And also, they're giving them the chance, 2 bands. We're doing a vote system here. Each band gets to vote for 2 bands. And they get to, those 2 bands that get the most votes, they get to open up on the main stage for Rock Explosion, and that gets kicked off. And we're hoping that'll kick off in June 2013. They're still trying to work out the logistics, so I'm not certain. But Steve Nuttall is one of the event organizers. Rebel Bell Bonds, they're our sponsor for this show as well, and they sponsor Country and Rock Explosion. And those are huge 3-day festivals out in Vernal where they just transform an alfalfa field into a little town and put on huge shows with national acts, up to 9 national acts. It's always a good time.
It sounds like it. Okay. Well, looking in doing my research on you and your band, I know that you're the lead singer, you're a songwriter, lead guitarist, event organizer. Is there anything that you don't do?
No, I'm usually the one that, I'll try it once, twice if I like it, There's not too much. I do wear a lot of hats, and but it's not really about me. If I can get this turned out right, here's what I'm thinking. If we can develop this festival and keep it going smooth and right, then it probably really won't benefit my band. I'm working my angles for my band as it is, But it's the bands that come behind us. 3-4 years from now, I'm hoping to be able to do Summer Decompression 9, 10, and still have this format, and still keep that congruency growing with the local scene. Because it's, like I said, we just got to start working together. We got UtahMusicians.net. That's a sponsor of our show, and that's a great local radio station on the internet that plays only local bands. And in fact, he just created American Musicians Radio, which now goes to 100 countries, all 50 states. Bands, local unsigned bands, are loading up their music from every state. And it's like it's a regular radio program. You click on Oklahoma, and if there's bands that loaded up their songs, that's what you'll hear on their radio station. You pick up Nevada, that's what you'll hear is the local Nevada bands. And Johnny Cat breaks in, and we'll do a national or global now live interviews that he can click over and just broadcast to all of the states that are signed up. Cool. And we're going to try to incorporate to where we can bring in bands from out of town to this festival or another festival like it, and maybe kick the idea over to people in the individual states that are go-getter enough or stupid enough to volunteer all their time to put shows like this together and continue the tradition in other states. Maybe not decompressions; they can call it whatever they want.
Right.
But we're hoping that they'll pick up on what we're doing, and you'll see this trend grow. where bands are putting on shows and not relying so much on investors and promoters.
Yeah. Cool. Well, coming to the end of the interviews, would you tell our audience how they can check out your band as far as the social media?
Yeah, Opal Hill Drive. You can find us on Facebook. I've got a regular profile and a band page. Like them both, join them both. You can go to reverbnation.com/Opal Hill Drive. Basically, just Google. If you Google Opal Hill Drive, you'll see stuff about my band and a couple of really nice houses that are available for sale or rent. And, but as far as music goes, you can see us on YouTube. We got a bunch of videos uploaded there. We're gonna have some actually produced videos instead of just live shots. We're gonna be shooting videos for the new album here soon. And if I had to leave you with one thought, support local music. There's a lot of people working hard. There's a lot of great bands out there. If you don't already know one, go out and find them. If you know one, go out and support them. And go out and check out new sounds. There's all kinds of genres. We got everything for you. There's hip hop here. We got heavy metal thrash. We got death metal. We got country. We got pop. There's literally every genre you can imagine, jazz, bluegrass, here in the state of Utah. And they're very talented musicians, and in my opinion, we rival LA, Nashville, Austin, everywhere that the major recording stuff is being done. So, there's nothing stopping us but ourselves. As long as we work together, we'll get there.
Absolutely. I'll definitely look these guys up. We're definitely going to be here for the rest of the day for the show, and hopefully have more highlights from that. And I guess we'll check you guys out next time. It's been Aaron.
And Steven.
And we'll see you later.